So Kim is asking, in a non-jargon language, can you explain what is testability, and can you give examples of what it is not?
You could just say how easy it is to test something.
Okay.
Yeah, but what does that actually mean? I guess is probably like, you know, the underneath of that question.
Yeah.
So I wrote down a couple of thoughts
Mm-hmm.
about something that's easy to test. So
Okay.
you're in control of the amount of feedback your product gives you. So it can allow you either a deep detailed view of an individual, you know, component, or a wide and shallow view of the whole system and what is happening while you test it.
Okay.
So rather than trying to parse what your product is doing, yeah, in your own brain, it will tell its story. It'll say all these things are in this state, yeah, and you've run this test and it's gone through this path in the system, but also it has consequences for these other parts, and you can see that. So that's something that's really easy to test, and you can set it into the state of your choosing as well, whether that be data or configuration. So you can develop your product with much more certainty. Because testability is a funny. There's kind of there's lots of smells which could be related to testability about, you know, about I don't know, bugginess, reliability of environments. There's lots of smells around, and the kind of they are linked to testability, but you know, they're not all about testability. So for me, testability, the crucial part of testability was building those relationships between the teams, opening up the conversation. Testability is not raising thousands of bugs. It is not having a ticketing system which you use to communicate. It's not having really slow builds that you can't get feedback from. And it's not using really weird, obscure tooling which no one understands apart from those who built it. You know, when someone says, "Oh, should we build internally build like a?" Not too long ago, I was working at a place that they had like a. They basically had they built Docker Compose themselves.
Sorry.
And it's like, right, I admire that you've done that.
It's like, awesome job.
Yeah, and then you have to go and then learn all that stuff again. And that's when it becomes really hard as well, because you kind of got these similar products but not the same. And it's just like, so that's not what it's about either. But build that relationship. And obviously if someone does like rebuild Docker Compose, then, you know, be nice to them and say it was pretty awesome, because I'd quite like to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you can just use Docker Compose.